I grew up as the oldest kid of three. I was always the high achiever, student athlete, went to college on an athletic scholarship. I know about performance. I am ingrained to be high performing no matter what I do. I love high performance. There's so much great research out there about how do you be a high performing leader, how do you have high performing teams and organizations, etc. What really is interesting to me is not just how do you achieve peak performance, because we can all do that, but how do you sustain it? In other words, how do you keep it alive over the course of your life without driving yourself into the ground? And I did not know how to do that. My way was put your head down, grind harder, have grit, and muscle through. That is not what resilience actually is. That's not what wholeness demands. So my own learnings, research, and passions have led me to answer this question of how do you sustain your peak performance over decades with your teams? How do you build whole systems that are marked by well-being and humanity and values versus push, drive, grind hard? That to me was a really compelling question, and I hope you'll find that in this process. Burnout and wholeness matter to me a great deal. I know what it feels like to have your heart broken by your work. I know what it feels like to give every last ounce of your energy and effort to something that you care so deeply about, you literally turn yourself inside out for. I know what that feels like. I have guided people through that process too. It doesn't always have to be this way. I promise you there is hope. And there is possibility for healing. You know, wholeness at work is my personal love letter, if you will, to you who need it, who are in that point of pain that I was in many years ago, who are totally committed to the work you're doing, totally committed to having a contribution to the world, make a difference in a positive way, but are getting in your own way, don't know why, and or are just feeling badly about the way your work is going, and are looking for some answers and some relief. This is my offering to you.